Hello everyone. So I found a new mini PC on the market, which is an Intel new kit, and basically I just found some information online. There are very few videos about it. It takes two DIMM modules of DDR3L and has a processor of 4 cores and 4 threads, G3455, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, and a maximum amount of memory of 8 GB, which is more than enough for a mini PC, at least for me. It has two displays supported, one HDMI and one VGA, and that's pretty much it. And also it has a M2 slot, but that is for Wi-Fi. So of course you can use a M2 SSD, but you won't have Wi-Fi, so it's a no-no for me. It comes with Windows 10 pre-installed, so pretty basic configuration. Even if it has 4 cores and 4 threads, it goes up to 1.5 gigahertz, I think. I also found it on Amazon. You can see here the pictures, very professional pictures, of course, on Amazon. I decided to buy it. It was listed for 50 bucks. And as you can see here, it should come with multiple adapters, but I have just the EU one. Also, this presentation video is quite interesting. I think it's a few years old, if I remember correctly. It was 2017. Shrink your desktop. Easy portable. Who walks around with a mini PC in the backpack? I mean, yeah, if you have a portable monitor also, but if not, oh well. Bluetooth, very interesting. Okay, so all the information that I found about it made me want to purchase it from the listing that I just found. If we go here, compared to the other projects that are now available, because that one is not available anymore, you can see that this was the lowest, had the lowest configuration. So again, the same properties, maximum of gigabytes of memory, 2 displays, HDMI, VGA, and basically it's the same. 4 cores, processors. I was thinking that maybe it should be better than the previous mini PC that I just restored, so let's see. I actually bought it. So came with the original case, which is surprising, and the box itself looks pretty decent for a used one. So a lot of information, useless information. But I was quite surprised to see that everything is inside. Even the you can see even the plastic wraps, the plastic bags, sorry. So the mini PC itself, some paper, and the charger. So the charger is kind of dirty, but we will take care of that later. And the main piece. Okay, so let's start by looking through the papers that we have. What do you have here? A cafe. Okay. Who doesn't need an antivirus, right? Waste of paper. Okay, moving on. Come on, moving on. Okay. We have an old flyer, which says something about the configuration, if it has PCI or SATA, and mine has SATA, of course. 6 gigabytes per second. Great information. Put it away. Some project code regulatory information. We don't need that. The next one is safety information and cautions. Don't eat the mini PC. We don't need that. And last but not least, something with pictures. So this is some kind of menu. Might be useful. So how to add the SSD, no, the Wi-Fi card, then the SSD, how to mount it on the back of a monitor. Very useful. Put it away. Okay, so that was pretty much it. Waste of paper, basically. A tree died for this. Unfortunately, was a very big tree. So it seems I can't put them back. I need this. So let's go with the charger adapter. It should have a button here. I should be able to push it. You can see there's a button there. So push it down. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why it's so filthy. It's like it was used in a barn. So let's wipe it a little with some wet wipes. And everyone will go in the comments, oh no, wet wipes on electronics, why would you do that? Because it's filthy. I don't know, maybe it was used by a cow or something. No, it's awful. I don't think you can see, but oh well. It's a little bit better. So let's check the cable, because I have a feeling it's the same story with the cable also. Yeah, I was right, it's filthy. Well, the good part is it's quite long. At least 3 meters or such. So you can use it, you can charge it, plug it in a barn and use it from the other barn. Since it's so dirty, I can't think of anywhere else where it was used other than a barn. And let's waste some time cleaning this Velcro. Okay, it's clean. Moving on. Moving on, please. Don't waste time. People are watching. So, the mini PC itself. Well, it has its mountain bracket. And I guess I should wipe this also, right? Yeah, of course. So why I decided to make this video? Because I think everyone knows this mini PC until now. I tried to search for a video before on how to change the thermal paste on this one, and I didn't find anything. The only video that I found related to this mini PC being disassembled was someone recording the mini PC and asking how can he disassemble it. So yeah, no one knows. Let's see. it should be quite straightforward, right? Because we disassembled mini PCs before. So how different can it be? Just 2 screws and the motherboard should pop right up. So fast forward. Look, I'm like Flash on screws. Almost. This is an interesting thing. The screws, you can't lose the screws basically because they have something like a protective feature. Okay, so I guess that should be an Intel SSD, right? Because Intel is producing SSD, at least as per my knowledge. No, for sure it is, because I have one in my Plex server, so it should be an Intel one. Let's move this, because I won't remember how it goes later. So just 2 screws for the SSD, and almost there. Let's check this beautiful Intel SSD. Just 1 second, just 2 seconds, just 3 seconds. Come on, break it, break it. Okay, that was easy, and ta-da! It's a W degree. Yeah, so it was replaced for sure. I'm almost 100% sure that it came with an Intel SSD. But well, it's not the original one. I don't really care, to be honest. The SSD bracket doesn't have any screws because it's screwed down with the case. We have 2 cables. The SATA one, it's a normal SATA cable, and the power cable, which basically has 2 red wires with the positive and 2 black wires with the ground. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's clean it up a little. And we should be good. What else do we have here? Let me move this back a little. So we have the first module of RAM, which is a 4 GB one. Nice, very nice. I like this module. Kingston, quality, top performance. The second one, which is a 2 GB. Yeah, okay. It is what it is. What else? We have a Wi-Fi card, and that's pretty much it. At this point, I'm not sure how to proceed further, but I have a feeling that others will need to follow the steps, so someone will need this information in the future. So let's try to move forward. Okay, so I decided to get that VGA, the VGA plug out. This is not okay. Let's see the next one. A bigger one. Okay, no, this is not okay. Waste of time. I knew from the beginning that that one is the correct one. I just wasted some time to make a longer video. YouTube is always suggesting me, make longer videos, make longer videos. Okay. Let's see how the subscriber counts will drop with longer videos. So 2 screws and BGA should pop right up, or in this case. Some dust in the air. The spring is near. So I should be able to somehow push this part. Let's remove this VGA first. And I should be able to push that part outside, I think. Hopefully. At this point I'm completely lost. I don't know how to proceed further, but I don't give up. So this is a magnetic screwdriver, but I can't unscrew the screws with it, so I will change the head to another screwdriver, and this should work because it has some rubber. But guess what, it's not magnetic anymore, so yeah, useless garbage. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I will lose this screw, so be right back. I need some pliers. So we have the first screw. Come on, the first screw, okay. And the second one. And the second one. And now the second one. Come on. You see, I'm like a surgeon. Perfect. Okay, so until now, 17 minutes to remove 2 screws. Let's see how it goes further. So I think we should be able to remove this part, because it just has some clips, some plastic clips. Maybe you should be careful not to break them, but they are pretty tough, so you should be safe. It depends, and I also suggest use something plastic to ply that panel. Okay, some more test. We now have 4 more screws. I'm not sure why we need so many screws. I remember in the previous mini PC that I disassembled, it had like 2 screws and that's it. 2 screws that hold the motherboard in place, and that's pretty much it. You don't need 100 million screws, to be honest. Hold it. I think I lost one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Perfect. And now what? Because the motherboard doesn't want to get out, so we are again stuck in the same position, unfortunately. You can try to push it, but without any results. So I will try to use this plastic thing again, and it will take a while until I will realize that it has 3 plastic like bit or something that you have to push on all 3 of them in the same time. You have to push them down, but as soon as you are pushing one of them, the other one is raised up. So it's kind of complicated situation. You would need 3 hands, and not that third hand that you are thinking of. You would really need 3 hands to disassemble this, which is kind of sad. We have only 2 for now. Who knows? Voila, So the plastic thingy is out. So this should be the end of the video, because the motherboard should slide right up. No? No. Just kidding. So at this point I just want to break it and throw it away, because I have no clue what to do next. It's not even moving. I mean, it's moving like 2 millimeters and that's it. So it's not glued. Let me... Okay. One cable is out. Let me unplug the other one. Yeah. No. No, don't do that. I'll rip off. So one of these days I will rip off a connector and I will regret my entire life that I just pulled the cables. The cables are not made to be pulled, honestly. You should use something to disconnect the plugs. Okay, so we have the Wi-Fi antennas. And almost, I think that's it. You should be able to get it out now. Spoiler alert, we don't. So let me get the Wi-Fi card out. Maybe this does something, right? Let's see now. No? No, of course not. It could have been so easy. So at this point I've searched the internet like for an hour, and someone said that I should be able to remove that black part, but I'm not sure how, because I think it's glued in place. So not sure how strong the glue is, but I think that if you try to remove it, you'll rip it. You'll rip the plastic. So I will try to push through it, but we have a small circle. And then I realized that I can very easily punch through that plastic because it's very thin. So it's almost punched. So I have to push with a different tool, since this one is not working. And some wasted time, of course. And yeah, that one should be perfect. Not sure why I didn't use it before, since the beginning. Okay, so as you can see, that plastic thing comes off. The glue is not very strong, but the thing is, once you detach it, it's not so strong to put it back. So you have to keep that in mind. I won't advise doing this not even every year. So maybe you can use a little bit more thermal paste, because I'm not sure if you want to do this again in the near future. So now we should be able to get the mother part out, right? No. Because we have to remove another part from the same position. It has another plastic layer that should be removed before trying to... What are you doing there? Okay, so I'm trying to get the mother part out by... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to rip it off, but it doesn't work. So we should remove the other white plastic thing in order to be able to remove the motherboard. So again, it has some low quality glue, which you won't be able to use it after, so keep that in mind. I don't suggest changing the thermal paste if it's not really needed. In this case, since it wasn't changed before, I guess it was needed, but we will see. So let's remove that part. Be careful not to break that black thing, because that should stay between the white part and the gray case. Also be careful not to rip the cable with the microphone. The connector should go through the hole. It has plenty of space. Okay. And the power button. Perfect. Now, after all this time, we can remove the motherboard. So it has an aluminum case inside the plastic case. Who would have thought? Does it have any more screws? No, but it doesn't come off. Why? Because you have to bend the case a little bit to take the motherboard off. This is the stupidest way to build a PC. So this is the worst nightmare. I didn't so stupider manufacturer than the one that decided that this design is user-friendly. So we have a small heatsink and a small fan. Let's see how many screws are there. So I'm guessing there should be a screw here inside. And it is... No, you can't remove it with only one screw. Come on. We have another one here. And another one here. And another one here. So 4 screws in total. Yeah, plug the cables. No. You don't learn. Maybe one day. So we have the fan. And now let's unscrew a little bit more. And now... Okay, that's not even thermal paste, it looks like gum. At least. Or something very, very, very dried out. So let's try with some isopropyl alcohol. So I didn't record it because it took like 15 minutes to clean all the paste. I also cleaned the fan. So now it should be germs free. But that was not thermal paste. I had to use some toothpicks to remove it because the alcohol didn't do anything, to be honest. So the fan has 3 little screws. It should be very easy to put them back. Okay, so let's add some thermal paste. So this should be enough to last a few years. Okay, let's spread it like ice cream. Yeah, it's more than enough. I'm not sure how visible it is, but it's quite a lot. But there can be enough thermal paste, right? With this heatsink we have a problem because the hole for the screw it's bigger than the screw, so there is a possibility that you'll lose the screw inside the heatsink. And guess what? That just happened to me. So you'll see in just a second why. It's like at the front of the heatsink it's smaller, and at the bottom of the heatsink it's larger. So, okay, let me go again. So if we try to put it at the bottom, here I thought I got it, but after maybe half of the day I realized that it's not there. Yeah. So basically you will have to put the screw on your screwdriver, and you have to keep the screwdriver straight, and then get the motherboard on top of the screwdriver and basically lift the screwdriver and screw the screw while the motherboard is up. You get what I mean. So now the fan, we should have 2 screws or 3, I don't remember. I think 3 or 2 or just 1. No, there are 2 screws or just 1. No, it's just 1 for the fan and 3 for the heatsink. And the connector. Come on, connector. Perfect. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Half an hour until now, and we should be ready to assemble it back. Be careful with the cables. So you have, I think, 3 cables, 2 antennas for the Wi-Fi and 1 cable for the power button. And guess what? All 3 of them are under the board. I just checked one antenna, the gray one, is okay, but I didn't check the other 2 ones. Look at me, how happy I am. So let's put these screws back. Why not? Okay, steady. Let me waste some time. The second screw. And the second screw is in. Perfect. And now is the time to realize that both cables are under the motherboard. Yep. I just realized that. So I brought the cables up, and I mean the power cable and the antennas, and then I can screw both screws again. Nice, right? Another waste of time. we should be good to go. Let's put the button here in order to realize then that we have to put the plastic case before the button. Oh, look, my hair. Nice hair, right? Very nice. If my skills will be as nice as my hair is, everything will go smoother, but it isn't. I'm not sure why I want to put that plastic thing on now. Yeah, you need this. So remove the power button. Remove the power button. Come on, perfect. Put the case. You should put the case first. Put the case. You have a hole for the VGA. You can use it to guide yourself. Perfect. So you have to gently push it. Everything is in place. So firstly is the microphone cable that should go through the hole. And you can put the power button now. Be careful not to break it, because it's very fragile. So that black thing should go between the white thing and the gray case. And now I'm just realizing that this black part doesn't have glue on it anymore. So I will need to reglue it. And I actually used some UV hardener glue or something like that. So basically a glue that gets hard when some UV light touches it. You get the idea. Yeah, so it works the first time. And then you should add some glue to keep it in place. But if you have to get it open the second time, I don't think you'll have that piece anymore. So basically I think after 2 times it will broke. So this is why I'm saying is the stupidest design ever. But let's plug the Wi-Fi card. I also connected the antennas to the Wi-Fi card because those are very fragile. Those are IPEX 3, I think, which is smaller than the normal IPEX 1 or something. IPEX 1, I think, are the normal ones. I mean, normal. These are normal also, but IPEX 1 are the regular ones that you can find, let's say, on a war driver, for example. So for all the Arduinos that have some Wi-Fi capabilities. So let's put the screws together to keep the VGA in place. Okay, so this was the hardest part, to glue that plastic part again and to look like as much as possible as before. But as you can see now the pinch where I pushed the the screwdriver through. I mean, almost through, but you can see it. So now I remember that on my previous mini PC that you can see here, I had a 4 GB RAM module, which was also a DDR3L, but this one had one single slot. So I thought, why not use it with the other 4 GB to the new mini PC? And this can hold also a maximum of 8 GB. So I will take this module, use it in the new one, and I bought a new 8 GB module for this one. So both of them should have the same specs. I mean, when it comes to RAM, they have a different processor. Okay, it fits perfectly. Let's put this together. This is an older version. I mean, and the CPU is much slower than on the Intel Nuke that I'm just filming now. Not sure why I added 8 GB for this one, but just to have it max. Okay, perfect. We have the module now. Let's go back to... Don't put it there because you need it. Okay. Now, remember this? Yeah, it's the same. So let me plug it in here. I'm not sure why, but these modules were very hard to be pressed down. Those channels are very stiff. As you can see here, I almost thought that I might break them. So let's see. 4 screws. Come on, we are almost over. So bear with me. If YouTube suggests I should do longer videos, well, it's not my fault. This video should be long enough. I hope everyone will watch it, because if I do like 10 minutes videos and everyone is watching like 5 minutes, and if I do 1 hour long videos and everyone is watching like again 5 minutes, it doesn't make sense to spend so much time, because basically the result will be the same. So we have again the SATA cable and the power cable for the SSD. I put them back behind the camera because those are very, very small. So I needed a different angle. Let's put back this Intel SSD, which is in fact a WD green. Just my mistake, unfortunately. Okay, let's break it. Don't push it so hard if it's not in place. Align it first. Perfect. You should watch some YouTube videos. I know a guy. Okay, so 2 screws for the SSD. I think it should have 4 from factory, but it came only with 2. So, yeah, 2 is enough. Oh, 1 is enough now, I guess. Okay, we have 2. 2 should be enough. So let me put this back in place. And the panel. So I switch it so much time from right to left, from left to right, to have it in the end also in the wrong position. So how about that? Remember the wasted time part? Again, so much time wasted. So this should be the end, because there's not much. I guess I can clean it a little bit. Okay, and let's see what it has on it, because I didn't power it up before. So let me plug the adapter. Oh, orange light. Let's press the power button. Blue lights, nice. Apparently it has Windows 10 with a user called user, with some kind of Star Wars mask or something. Stormbringer, or I'm not sure how those are called. And let's see. Yeah, Windows 10 Pro. And we have 8 gigabytes now seen, so everything is okay. I'm wondering if it has any password store. If you remember, I always said before in all my videos, delete everything if you are selling something. Because if you have something like this, if you remember the evil box, I have a video on my channel about it. If it has any Wi-Fi passwords or Chrome passwords, we should be able to retrieve them in just a couple of seconds. Just a couple of seconds. Any moment now. Any moment now. Okay, we have them. So yeah, please remember to delete everything before. It doesn't have Office, and the Chrome passwords are not so many, judging by the size of the file. But let's see if it has multiple profiles. Maybe this is the case. And let's see. It should have the default one. Okay, this is kind of small. What else we have here? We have profile. I think it's the same. It was just resetted. So at least he deleted one profile. I won't show his passwords in this video because this is not the point of it, but please remember to delete everything, and if it's possible, sell the hardware without the SSD or the hard drive. Also, after installing a new version of a clean Windows 10, the Wi-Fi didn't work, so I had to follow all the steps, run the CMD as administrator, enter everything as you can see in the screen, reset the mini PC, and then unplug the Wi-Fi card and plug it back. And then everything was solved and I had Wi-Fi again, as you can see here. So this is a new version, a clean version of Windows 10. I did this just as a comparison with the other mini PC that I had. Because as you can remember, on the previous mini PC, just to iterate through some numbers took a very long time. We had like 3 frames per second using VS Code. So it should be better with this CPU. So this is the only reason why I'm opening this Python file and iterating through the numbers. Last time I used like 20,000 or something like that. So let's see if it has the same speed. I know it's not something very reliable, but at least we can see if it loads in frames as the previous one did. So that means you can't use it for anything. And this is not the case, as you can see, it's kind of fast, at least iterating through some numbers. So remember, this is Windows 10, it won't end like this. I will change the operating system, most probably with Kali or something. But, well, it's a nice little machine, quite old, quite outdated. But I'm glad it works. For 50 bucks, I think it can do some things. As I said, most probably we'll end up having Kali installed. So let's put everything back until then, and it will just go to the mini collection of mini PCs and small form factory PCs that I have and currently trying to grow. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to my channel, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Cheers. Oh, I'm Ocho.